be the one kind of interviewing you and picking your brain.
Perfect. I can handle it.
So everyone, and I mean this, everyone keeps asking me like, hey, how did you guys come up with the idea of WorldTeams? Where did it come from? Like, which was the trigger for you
First,
a couple of years ago?
Yeah. And every time I say it, and you've heard me say it in front of clients when we go on tour, both of my parents are architects. So I actually lived on a very personal level the unsteady workflows of architecture. We would go from like, okay, like happy time, let's go on vacation and shopping and this, to like, there is no money, we need to pull you out of school. Like sometimes they would cut the lights and things like that. A little bit extreme. That was more the organization than anything, but still, like we would feel it. And I guess, and I've always kind of loved architecture. I even like thought about becoming an architect because I like math and I like drawing, so it made sense. But now I said, it's so hard to live from architecture in South America. So that was always something that was there. And then I randomly ended up working as a sales manager in like what would be a Home Depot of my country. And I was connected to like architects of all sorts, from like having a team of architects to like do all the proposals, to like the clients that were building buildings literally. And we would just provide the faucets, the tiles and so on. And then I had a family that had a construction company in the Bahamas. And they had the opposite problem. They didn't have talent. And so we kind of thought, like, let's put two and two together and bring the talent that doesn't have opportunities from South America to the opportunities that are in the States. And, companies are not finding so easily the talent, or sometimes it's just very hard to deal with these unsteady workflows. It's very hard to think, okay, I might need 20 people for tomorrow if I land this big job. But then maybe if it doesn't happen, or if, something goes wrong or work slows down in my pipeline, I can't keep a team of 40 people, right? So it just naturally came to me, and it happened like right before the pandemic. So, I started kind of having this pitch, but when the pandemic happened, it just exploded because everybody was remote, right? So they had completely changed their way of working, of communicating. Some had moved to like BIM 360 or other sorts of Drive and didn't have like the information in the server anymore. They were working with their own teams from home. So they just didn't think that like being in your home meant being less productive. And so it's just so easy to say, okay, give people from outside a chance. And by this, you increase your opportunities to like get more talent, to get people that really want this, or they're very compromised. I always get from clients that it's very, very hard to find that type of project architect that has 5-6 years of experience, that knows what they're doing, but can just do construction drawings and, doesn't want to like just design.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that one of the things that this pandemic brought was, I think it was super eye-opening in the way of, there's all this talent like scattered all over the world, and people have never thought of it before. You can have access to amazing professionals. And this is good for, people to know. It's not just, these people know what they're doing. They're licensed in Latin America. They're, professionals.
They're architects.
They're architects.
They're architects, or they're accountants, or they're engineers, but like they have their profession. And also we in general have a lot of people that have already worked for companies in the States.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's seamless.
Yeah. Yeah. And one other thing that comes up a lot while talking to clients is this, what's the word for this? Like the work culture in Latin America being so strong and people wanting to work so badly. It's for us, it's super natural and it's obvious. But, people in the States are always saying like, hey, I love them. They're super proactive. They're always like trying to, be better. It's incredible.
They're super surprised. because I mean, maybe didn't think it was that way, right? But like, because here there are not as many opportunities for them, it's life changing. So they're like, they will do their best to make this
Yeah.
work. And they have a lot of criteria too, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not like, okay, I'll just do it, but you know,
I'll try to make
you'll
it
have
better.
to, yeah, you'll have to like do it all over again, which is like, okay, maybe you have the best intentions, but you're not doing the work. Fine, like doesn't work. But that's not the case.